So basically, it was just a rap session. What we already do, brother. Yeah, but we was talking a little of that Lakers and Clippers beef me earlier. The boy LeBron, man, that man LeBron, that old man LeBron has been playing like the best player ever lately. If you ask me, he's been playing. I'm not saying he the GOAT yet. I'm not even saying it's possible he can be the GOAT. But what I'm saying is that he has been playing lately like the best player ever.
Yeah,
You know
the boy's been doing. He's been doing a lot of everything. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with LeBron. A lot of people they have a problem with LeBron. I don't. Right? He's not my favorite player, but I have a problem with like LeBron's fans. Like his fans are the most blindly loyal people I have ever met in my life. So his game is his game. I
Right.
appreciate it. Listen. If LeBron's on the floor, you know what I mean. He's a certified killer.
Mm-hmm.
He can have a bad night. I'm not gonna piss in his Cheerios, but I mean, his fans they got more excuses for him. I asked the guy one day. He had on a LeBron jersey. I said, hey, bro, can you do me a favor? He said, what's up? I said, look, I just got arraigned for murder, and I need somebody to defend me.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm not a lawyer. I said, you don't have to be. You're a LeBron fan. You'll make more excuses for anybody than anybody else. I'm telling you, just get in front of the judge and talk about me like you talk about him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's kind of been that's been a problem with me. That how can somebody have a problem with somebody fans? So all right. So all right. The dislike of what you call LeBron fanatics, right?
LeBroniacs.
LeBroniacs. I've heard a couple of things. LeBron sexuals, no Bron sexuals.
I wouldn't even do that to you.
I've heard a couple of things. I mean, I'm not in that category.
See, okay.
I'm a basketball. I'm a basketball, not a purist, but I follow the game. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't have no favorite team because I don't have a home team. So I really don't have a team to where as though like I have an affinity in my heart for that team.
Right.
What I will tell you this year, well, I'm gonna get back around to it. Does your dislike or your disdain for these LeBroniacs that you call them, does that affect how you feel about LeBron?
No, I listen. I was Team LeBron when he went to Miami. I loved it because I wanted D Wade to get some help. You know what I mean? I loved that big three. But see, where that stems from is you ask, or you watch the game and LeBron goes off.
Right.
Nobody else goes off on his team. And his fans will say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He could do it all by himself.
Right.
Same thing happened and they lose. God damn it, the man needs some help. Which one is it? Does he drink water or does he walk on it?
Right.
You can't do both.
I think that might that's
And
that's a little. I want to say that it might be a little bit of hyperbole involved with that. With you saying that, like it's almost like you're fixated on the extremes.
that's what they do. Like, okay, let's take it off of him.
Right.
I am a Steph Curry fan. I've been a Steph Curry fan since Davidson.
Right. Yeah, we had a conversation. I think we had some Steph Curry conversations.
Right. I can admit to you that Steph Curry doesn't show up in the finals.
Right.
And neither does Clay. Like, they are the greatest two players from game one to the right before the first game of the NBA Finals.
Right.
Like,
Clay was showing off before he got hurt
this
too.
year because he had to, but in other years, Clay has ended a finals game with 9 points.
Right.
Clay has ended a finals game with 4 points.
I never paid attention to that before.
I am a fan
Right.
of the Warriors because of Steph, and then I like how they put their group together through the draft and a couple little freedom moves.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, I can admit as a Steph fan, he doesn't show up in the finals. They say, well, he averaged 20 something, this and that. Yeah, from the free throw line. But go look at his shot percentage. 4 for 20 or 6 for 30. Whatever. But what I'm saying is, I can admit it, and I'm okay with it. My guy can do everything except finals play. But you ask a LeBron fan what LeBron don't do, and they said that word don't exist.
Well,
So I'm like,
well,
all right.
you can't say that
All right.
that is performing the finals.
No. I'm
Okay.
not saying anything about his performance, period.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, if he wins with no help, he don't need help. If he lose with that same team, he need help. You see what I'm saying? It can't just be, well, they got beat. But if they do get beat, it wasn't his fault.
All right. To that same effect, though, if you think about it, all right. Let's say since what was it, the Dallas series?
Yes, it was. Up to donut. Lost 4 straight.
Right. He ain't show up in that joint. He didn't show up in that Dallas series.
I'm thinking,
He didn't show up in that Dallas series. But every final since then, can you honestly say the ones that he's lost were because he didn't do what he was supposed to do?
no, and that's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with his play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think he's great. You know what I
Because
mean?
definitely that last one in Cleveland, he lost that finals because he ain't have enough help.
Nope, did not. And I get that.
He ain't have enough help.
The other thing, I'll tell you this, what LeBron fans do. When they get a new player
Right.
to play alongside LeBron,
Uh-huh.
they'll tell you he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And then when you see him play next to LeBron, it's like, what was we going to do? All we had was, whoa.
I know what you're saying.
You told me that same guy was the perfect fit. You know what I mean? Like, it's always, all right, well, like, okay, right now, my Warriors picked up Andrew Wiggins. I didn't like it.
Right.
I don't like that pick. Wiggins don't play with no heart. Wiggins comes out, he does what he does for 8 hours and gets his check at the end of the week. But is he going to take over a game and just go dumb? No. Can you lean on him for the win? No. I don't want that. You know what I mean? So
I think you can lean on Wiggins for a win in that environment. Do you think Wiggins better than Harrison Barnes?
scoring wise, yes.
As a basketball player, just all around what he gonna give you on a nightly basis.
Well,
Do you think he's better than Harrison Barnes?
it's been proven that Harrison Barnes is different when he ain't in Golden State. So I'd have to see Wiggins play to say he's playing the position better. When Harrison Barnes got that big contract and went to
Sacramento.
Or I thought it was Dallas.
He went to Dallas first.
Yes.
And then he in Sacramento.
When he got
now.
that big money
You're
in
absolutely right.
Dallas, you didn't even hear Harrison Barnes say Harrison Barnes.
Right.
Because he wasn't the same guy. He didn't have the same environment. So he actually looked like half a trash. But in Golden State, his role was different. So he looked like he fit. So with Andrew Wiggins, I can't tell you what he's going to look like now. I'll tell you by the end of the year, be like, it ain't going to work. But right now,
he'll be the third option.
Mhm.
I think he's all right. If Andrew Wiggins we know he's a downgrade from Garnett. That's just
from Durant, yeah.
yeah. I mean from Durant. We know that
Everybody
for
is.
we
Everybody
know
is.
that's a fact. He's a downgrade, but an upgrade from Harrison Barnes.
Okay, I'll take that.
Clay is a better basketball player than he was that first championship. It's all just how well he's gonna come back from the knee.
Absolutely.
But one thing I will guarantee you, Clay gonna come back a better ball handler.
Why does he have to?
Because there are going to be times where he's going to have to do some of the things that Durant did.
That's not his.
you had to watch Clay before he got hurt. I start calling him Clay Allen. We can pull up the post right now. Shorty put some wiggle in his game, yo. He was taking cats, crossing them over,
I'm not
shooting
saying
that
they
long
couldn't
ball.
do that.
You always have to add to your game. Don't. It's never no. It's never no. Does he have to do that? Yes, because that's all you have to do is run Clay off the 3-point line and make him pass the ball.
You're talking about a man who scored 40 points with 11 dribbles.
Right. So now he can score 60 with 20 dribbles or 25 dribbles.
We'll see. I mean,
And really, you only need, other than bringing the ball up the court, you really only need to be able to make like 4 or 5 effective bounces of the ball to take a nigga. If you really making more than 3 dribbles in the NBA to get to the hole, you're dribbling too much.
True shit.
You know what I mean?
True shit.
Like them cats can get to the hole with 4 dribbles, basically from half court.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
To get free, right. But, yeah, I mean, so Wiggins, I don't know. I mean, like I said, he was just a talented body out there in Minnesota. He wasn't really, you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't really making noise. I mean, he was giving you a solid 20-something a night, 5 and 5. That's cool. But that's just regular basketball numbers if you're not really leading or, I don't know. He just wasn't doing what first round number 1 pick should do. You know what I'm saying?
At this point in his career, I say that.
That's what I mean.
Because when you the number 1 pick, you definitely need to be a franchise changer.
You're right, a difference maker.
Yeah, you suppose he was. I'll say he was a difference maker on the Minnesota team. But I'm saying when you the number 1 pick, you're expected to come in and change the franchise. You know what I mean?
Look at Zion and Ja.
Yeah.
After Zion's injury, he got on the court and exploded.
Yeah.
Look at Ja Morant. Memphis was never in danger of making the playoffs. And now they the number 8 seed. And they're missing their number 2 guy, which is, what's his name? Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson. How long Jaren Jackson been out? I haven't even kept it up.
I think it's been about maybe a week or 2. But what I'm saying is,
The mess with Shorty.
right. This team beat the Lakers Wednesday. You know what I mean?
Right.
That young boy's making a change in Memphis. So if you're going to be number 1, 2, you know what I'm saying? Like LeBron's number 1.
Right.
He made a difference immediately. You know what I'm saying? If nothing else, he sold seats.
Right. Well, see that's the thing about it. This year, even though they're jumping the gun on it, but just talent wise in the eye test, they're saying this is one of them drafts like that just happened. You know what I mean? Like one of them drafts, like to get some transcendent type players. You know what I mean? So basically, just trying to see how the rest of it, pan out to see whether this is a real.
Watch this. You got Zion, you got Ja. Right? When the last time you heard somebody say R.J. Barrett?
A couple days ago.
What was the phrase? Yo, what happened to R.J. Barrett?
Well, R.J. Barrett, if you think about it, R.J. Barrett has been on a decline since Duke. Since Zion has been on a rise.
Interesting.
R.J. Barrett has been on a decline. When I say decline, a profile decline. Mm-hmm. He even got a little exposed even. But I can't. At first, let me get it straight. Zion's presence at Duke made everybody look less athletic, right? Mm-hmm. So that might have even helped him and Cam Reddish stay where they was at, because if he wasn't there, they might have got exposed at Duke,
right?
If Zion wasn't there,
right?
Cam Reddish, they still did some potential thing with him because he slipped in the draft and he was erratic in college. The shot wasn't falling, and he was supposed to be a shooter, or whatever. But you know what I mean, Zion's presence might have helped them keep their spot, because you know what I mean. You looking at R.J. Barrett, like, we know he athletic, But we looking at him next to this. But then you see him in the NBA. He's a average NBA athlete.
Right.
When he was supposed to be one of them guys when he came into college, like transcendent ball in hand,
Yes.
LeBron-ish, one of them. He's supposed to be one of them type of dudes. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say about R.J. Barrett, he got the mentality first of all.
Mm-hmm.
R.J. Barrett doesn't know that he's not as good as they were saying R.J. Barrett was. You know what I'm saying?
You said he don't know.
He don't know it. But that's a good thing sometimes because he still got opportunity. And if he continues to be a ball in hand player, like a guy that gets to run the offense a little bit, he's still gonna get bigger and stronger, and still is gonna be one of the bigger and stronger guards in the league. Even if he's not an outwardly athlete, he can be like a Steve Smith type guy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
One of them type guys that, you know what I mean, that's still bigger, even though he's not faster than everybody, he's still bigger and stronger and got those guard skill sets and still can make stuff happen. So that's what I want to see, like around year 2 or 3, when he grow into his man body, because he's already big and strong for a guard. But when he really grow into his man body, how effective he's going to be at that time, whether he can become more efficient. You know what I mean? Because right now he's not efficient at all.
What Cam Reddish?
Yeah, Cam Reddish. He been playing a lot better though. He been playing a little bit better. He been playing. I just like to see them guys at least get to year 2 or 3 before we start calling them busts. You know.